Alrighty, guys. I don't hide nothing from you. Let's see if this is got my adhesive cleaned up off it here. I had that soaking in there. I told you I was gonna attack this one a little harder than my other one, and so far it's backfired on me. But I'll show you the problems I'm encountering. Now on the first one of these, I should have another one of these cylinders out of the V-Modus floating around, but I can't find it for the life of me. But the other ported one, I followed the taper that the secondaries had, and I wanted to cut this one a little flatter to try to sneak my charge a little harder across the back side of the piston, and I found daylight on both sides. So I finished moving them where I wanted them. What my plan is now, I got roughly two options. I could sand that all up and rough in there and put JB Weld in and then reshape the port how I want it. Problem with JB Weld is sooner or later it does come out, especially with heating and contracting. And this little bugger's probably going to get warm. So I turned up a mandrel a while back. It's a pretty, it's with the spark plug in there, it's a pretty nice tight fit, like a syringe. But I think if I put that in there, this should stop me from warping it. And I think I'm going to try to TIG weld up from the outside. This side I can get to pretty good. This side we might lose some fins, but it's on the exhaust side anyway. That's actually a dead fin there. There's no airflow from there or around the intake port there, so that's I could completely fill that in right there with weld, and as long as I didn't warp the cylinder or get it too hot where the plating blisters and comes off on the inside, I'm gonna try to fix it. So guess I'm gonna pause this and I'll bring you back if I can fix it. If not, I've got 3 or 4 used OEM cylinders I could do one up and throw in it. But I really wanted to see what I could get out of a Chinesium cylinder. So yeah. Let me see what I can do. Alrighty, guys. I don't know if I've got it fixed or not, but I did weld it up. Doesn't look pretty. I got a little carried away over here to drill and tap that hole. Got pretty close to the exhaust port, and then this stuff's such potty metal, it was real porous. I really had to hit it a lot harder. I actually had to drive that aluminum bar I had in there out, and then after I ground it all out, the piston was feeling a little glitchy. Still has just a, if I twist the piston, it gets hung up. But if I have the I think we're going to try it. I was going to do a piston swap in this, but now that this happened, I think I'm just going to run this old cheapo piston and see what we get. I don't know. At the very worst, it was practice for welding aluminum, which I'm not very good at. Yeah, I guess we'll proceed I've got gotta do a muffler mod and timing advance to this thing yet, and I gotta notch out the piston, and then I gotta modify the carburetor, and then I guess we'll work on putting this thing together, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. It could end in failure. Alrighty, don't feel it binding anywhere. I did lighten the piston. Cut the skirts out for more flow. And you see how much more it can get up underneath there. We're just gonna roll with the cheap Chinese twin ring piston, because I had to weld this thing up. I don't know what the numbers are because I didn't use a wheel, but didn't get super carried away because I don't even know if this thing's going to work or not. But there's the welds. My two biggest fears: I'm not sealed up. I could probably bolt this thing together and make some rubber adapters and pressure check it through the spark plug hole or whatever, but it's not worth my time to make all this stuff. If it has an air leak, we'll know it's leaking, and I'll have to throw a different cylinder in it, or smear JB Weld all over the outside of it. But my actual biggest fear is plating lifting because of getting the cylinder superheated, or it's not round no more, and when it warms up, it's going to pinch and create a tight spot on the piston, which if it does that, it won't live long. Or if the plating lifts, it won't live long. Or if I got it out around, it won't live long. I did put the piston in the lathe and sanded on it a little bit. It was actually a pretty smooth finish. I did a 320 finish on it. Hopefully it'll let oil sit in them grooves there, and hopefully this will break in. I don't feel any binding, but it doesn't mean it won't bind when it's warmed up if this is out around. Muffler mod, did just a little bit smaller muffler mod than I did on the other one. This is actually the size pipe I like to use on these 2511s. It's just a little bit smaller than there. It's probably 75-80% of what this port is, and that's perfect for these little guys. I'm not even going to worry about painting it. I got to modify the carburetor yet, and I got to file the key for the time in advance. But I think till then, I think I'm going to throw the rings on it, oil this thing up, goop it, bolt the cylinder together, and the cylinder can be drying while I'm doing the rest of that stuff. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know. I gotta work today, so I don't know. Probably ain't gonna get this thing buttoned up until after work. So, but it can cure all day while I'm at work. But I'm hoping I was able to salvage that cylinder, and I'm hoping changing the roof of them ports like I did. I'm hoping for a healthy gain is what I'm hoping for. So, but this could all end in failure. You guys take it easy and have a good one. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. It's together and running. I already had it fired up once. It's rough tuned in. It's actually got the V-Modest carburetor in it because that V-Modest got smashed. I didn't feel like modifying this one. They both were Highlight carburetors, so I'll save this one for a different project. Let's see if she restarts up. neighbors probably ain't too happy. Well guys, I might take that with me to work when I gotta trim them trees. Try that one out. But I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm not hearing no signs of an air leak. It's not locked up yet. It's got plenty good warm. That's the two starts on video and some big throttle blips. We've got cuts on the other chain on the other ported one that we're doing the giveaway on. So we can get some cuts on this one. A little bit more fair. I'm not going to sit there and be swapping bars and chains. However, though, it seems how this is my own personal experiment and it's been welded on and stuff. I will be, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try 32 inch or 24 inch bar and chain on it and a big piece of pine out here just to see what kind of nads it's got. We'll play with it this first just in case I break the crank or burn the clutch out of it. So, I don't know. I'm going to call that a win. It's running. I don't think that easy start's going to last long. This feels like it's got a lot of compression and itching to put it in some wood. So, alright, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You guys take it easy and have a good one.